Hello, you sneaky French. Today, I'm going to share one of your best kept skincare secrets. Yes, the French have kept under wraps for far too long a product that all of us need to know about. Now, look, I'm only playing. Obviously, I'm only joking. The French pharmacy skincare products that I have tried have always been sensational. Today's product is a best kept secret, but you may have heard about it. It is A313. Now, this little product here is sensational. I'm going to explain what it is, what it does, and even if you've heard about it, don't run away. I'm going to share with you the difference, the comparison difference between this and tretinoin. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Now, for years, I've raved about French pharmacy skincare because it is the best. It is simple products that work, all focused on results, not hype. And I have to say, I wish that the rest of the world could learn a thing or two about French skincare, but unfortunately, marketing pays. Let's remember that. So A313 is a vitamin A retinol skincare cream. It contains 3 retinol esters. I'm going to dive into the sciencey bits in a bit, but I just wanted to mention before I do, there is a free downloadable PDF in the description box below where I break down retinols and the different types and which ones I recommend. Don't forget, it's free. Get yourself a copy. Now, I've been a mediesthetician for over 30 years and I have tried pretty much most retinols that are out there. Some pharmacy ones, some incredible technical formulations, and some of those wishy-washy ones where they've just slapped on retinol on the description and there's less than 0.000% in the formulation. Now, very few, however, come close to the punch that A313 packs. I'm going to explain why. This really has been kept a secret, and I know people have spoken about it on the YouTube universe, but I don't think many people explain why it's worth a look. Now, the truth is that over-the-counter retinol creams really do very little in the way of helping with fine lines and wrinkles, plumping, pore size, getting that smooth texture. A313 is worth a look. It really does deserve all the recognition it's getting globally, and those celebrities that talk about it, and I've seen 1 or 2 of those, you know, when they do the what's in my handbag, they pull out that, and there's no surprise. I'm not surprised that they love it too. So what is A313 and why is it worth a look? Well, first of all, A313 is a retinol palmitate cream, and this is where it gets interesting. Unlike prescription retinoids that can leave your skin feeling irritated, dry, flaky, and perhaps a little bit red, A313 is much gentler. It actually is super gentle because it contains 3 different retinol esters that convert more slowly in the skin, therefore they're more gentle in the way that they work. However, with consistent long-term use, you're going to get the same results. Now, visible results with A313 may be a little bit slower to show, but you're not going to have the downtime of perhaps a stronger tretinoin. Now, tretinoin is notoriously hard to get along with. I love it and I rave about it, and I'll talk about it in depth in a minute. But if you haven't got time for the downtime, or perhaps you are prone to being sensitive, you have redness, even rosacea or irritation, then this might be just what you've been looking for. Now, it's formulated with 3 types of retinol esters: retinol acetate, retinol propionate, and retinol palmitate. Now, all of those combined create the synergistic effect that retinols do. So that's collagen producing, helping cellular turnover, helping with pores and fine lines and wrinkles, and helping with texture and pigmentation too. So perfectly ideal and suitable for everybody over the age of 35. Obviously, you've got to be careful. It is quite potent, even though it's more gentle. It is something that you want to proceed with just an element of caution, but it's definitely not the steep learning curve that you're going to get with tretinoin or prescription-only retinoids. This is my tretinoin. It is 0.05%. My skin tolerates it well now, but it wasn't love at first sight. I cannot use it on my neck. My neck is hypersensitive, it's very reactive, and I would actually say that most people's necks are sensitive to tretinoin. It can create flakiness, irritation, redness. There is a retinoid buildup, almost a retinol purge or a tretinoin purge, you'll see it called. It is really just the skin adjusting to the tretinoin, which causes a rapid turnover of the cells, which in turn causes dryness, flakiness, can cause redness, can cause irritation, and it can last for a couple of weeks, if not a couple of months. Now, I've used this on and off for years and I love it. I tend to not use it through the summer months because vitamin A can cause the skin to be more sun sensitive. But that's not everybody, that's just me because my skin is a little sensitive. Now, for those of us that cannot tolerate tretinoin, then it is difficult. We feel a little bit like we're left out of the little club, you know, when there's this secret gang and everybody's getting great results. I understand, I cannot use it on my neck. No way, Jose. Even in the lowest concentrations, there are some of us that cannot tolerate tretinoin. So while I absolutely love and swear by the results I get with tretinoin, there are some weeks, especially when I've had a gap and then I've got to build up my tolerance again, I just can't be bothered with the downtime. And it is a downtime that lots of us suffer with, and that is where A313 comes in. It gives you real results that are more gradual and therefore more gentle. So no flaking, no redness, nothing irritating as long as you use it carefully, just all the benefits. So smoother, more radiant, plump skin without all of the downtime. So if you've thought about tretinoin but thought, I'm just not ready for it, and you're not prepared for prescription drama, then A313 could be the one for you. So why is it therefore so effective? If it's not a pharmacy product, why is it so effective? Well, we know that the French are fabulous at creating products that have no fluff, no hype, they just do what they're created to do. I mean, look at this very plain, very boring tube. It isn't pretending to be, you know, the world's greatest skincare and giving you all of the glamour and the glitz. They haven't paid a Kardashian to advertise it. It is a very basic looking tube that packs a punch. But what you do need to know is A313 is a pharmaceutical grade skincare. It's carried in an occlusive base. What that simply means is all of the potent ingredients are held within an occlusive base. So when you put it on, it actually seals in those ingredients. Therefore, they can penetrate deeper for longer, therefore giving you better results. Unlike other creams that are water-based, they're going to evaporate. This one has an occlusive base, so it's actually fabulous as a night cream, and I would only really suggest you used it as a night treatment, and it's going to seal in your skincare and the retinol too. In a nutshell, A313 will work harder, longer and smarter as your night skincare treatment. So why should you get it? If you're nervous about retinol, if you're nervous about different tretinoins, and I've got a few, then this is your entry point into the world of retinol. I would suggest, if you've tried, you know, some of those over the counter, number 7, there's L'Oreal, there's so many that have got retinol written on them. Save your money because honestly, the concentration and the quantity will not do anything. It's marketing ploy. You know how it is. They can literally just put a tiny, weeny, microscopic drop of something in, and as long as it's in the ingredients, it doesn't matter what quantity of that ingredient is in there, they can put it legally as a point of reference on the label. So don't be fooled. Those creams just don't do anything. I mean, there are exceptions like Medicate, but really those very cheap, inexpensive skincare that say retinol don't really have much. Who else is it for? If you've tried tretinoin and you just can't get on with it, perhaps you suffer with redness, irritation anyway, then this could be your little peace offering, your skincare savior. And if you just want something added to your skincare routine, perhaps you've already established a nice skincare routine, but you just feel like you need that extra oomph, then A313 might just work. Remember, I'm not sponsored by this. This is just an off-the-shelf product. but it's important that you know what's available. So how are you going to use it? Well, first of all, let's do a direct comparison. Let me show you. So this is A313. As you can see, it looks a little bit like Aquaphor or Vaseline, if you like. And this is my tretinoin. So you can see that that is more of a creamy white cream. What you want to do, and this is a good example of a good amount, you want to take slightly bigger than that, so a pea-sized amount, so about that amount, and you want to then, if we just warm it up, press it into your skin. It is going to feel like Vaseline and it is going to feel quite greasy on the skin, but that's fine. That's the occlusive nature of the ingredients. Press it, don't rub it, press it everywhere. Now, I would suggest you did a patch test first. I'm wiping that on the backs of my hands because, you know, at the end of the day, anti-aging and all of that, age spots. I would suggest that you actually started low and slow, we call it. So, first of all, one little pea-sized amount, maybe twice a week, just to make sure that you haven't got any intolerances. Make sure, obviously, when you introduce something new into your skincare, you take your time. And then you can build up to maybe 3 times a week. I would suggest landing around about 2 to 3 times a week is perfect. Remember, don't overdo it. And so important, if you do decide to start using a retinol of any kind, you absolutely need to wear SPF. Use your common sense. This is actually refreshing, renewing, getting rid of all the old dead skin cells super quick. Therefore, your skin, those fresh, beautiful, brand new baby cells, are vulnerable to sun damage. Use SPF, be wise. Don't listen to all of the nonsense about SPF not being good for you. It's going to protect your skin. Now, I will say this, it's not suitable if you are breastfeeding or pregnant. No vitamin A's should be used on your skin, no retinols if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. It is just about absorption, obviously, I'm sure you understand. Now remember, don't overdo it. It is gentle, but it is potent. Now I have a little insider tip. If you're using either of these, tretinoin or your A313 or any retinols for that matter, you should be applying it to clean, dry skin. If your skin's wet, then it can slightly, not terribly, but it can reduce the efficacy of the product that you're applying. Now, the other little tip, if you do find that you are sensitive around the nose area, which is a common area of flakiness, or around the mouth, just apply a little bit of moisturizer there, which will kind of buffer it a little bit. So final thoughts, if you want visible results without the prescription drama, get this. If you love your tretinoin and have breaks in the summer, use this. This is the key. You don't have to completely stop this, but if you do have breaks like I do in the summer months, then I'm turning to this. It's a fabulous product. It works. I love it. I love the French. Thank you, thank you. This is absolutely on the Brit list. You'll see it in the link below. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know what you thought. And I've chosen this video for you next. I'm breaking down my favorite vitamin C's. You need vitamin C in your life. I know you know that. Until the next time, bye for now.